Hello, third graders. Are you ready for some math? This week you will be doing lessons 7, 8, 9, and 10. I am just going to go over them very quickly with you because there is absolutely nothing new for you on these lessons. I want to remind all of you to show all your work and write out the problem. Some of you are just writing answers down, and when you get it wrong, I don't know what you're doing. So you need to show all your work so I can tell what you're doing. You will have speed tests for 7 and 10. It is speed test A, and I will write that on your speed test. And for 8 and 9, it will be speed test B. So, if you'll turn to lesson 7 on page 24, the first lesson we're doing this week is writing numbers through 999. I just want you to pay close attention to the chart on the bottom of page 24 that tells you how to spell those words that goes with those numbers. Be real careful with 40 because there is no U in 40 like there is in 4. Let's see. One thing that you need to remember, like in example number 2, 313, when you write it in words, you do not write 313. No, just 313. Example number 5 I want you to look at right quick. It says use words to write the numbers shown by this model. Well, each of those little squares has 100 little squares in it. So it would be 100, 200, and then there's one with a tower with just 10, and then 8 ones. So our answer would be 218. If you'll turn to lesson 8 right quick, once again, read the lesson before you start. Don't just think you know what they want without reading it. It's adding money. The only hints I can give you is to line up your numbers correctly, and don't forget to label with the $sign and the decimal point if needed. Some of you are real famous for not putting labels on things, and then I have to mark them wrong. So please label everything. Go to lesson number 9, adding with regrouping. This is nothing new. They call it regrouping. You know, I call it borrowing. You've done this for a long time. You shouldn't have any problem with it. Be careful. That's lesson 9. And lesson 10 is even numbers and odd numbers. Well, by now you know the difference between an even number and an odd number. But if you have a long number with several digits in it, you say, well, is this even or odd? All you have to do is look at the last number in that group. And if it's an even number, then you know the whole number is even. If it's 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, you know that it's an odd number. As far as going over the rest of it, you shouldn't have any problem with it. Just make sure, please, to read your lesson before you start. If you have any questions or problems when you're doing these, you can give me a call or you can email me and I will get back to you. So, have fun with these lessons. They should be fairly easy for you because you have done them for several months. It's just review. So we'll see you next week. Goodbye.